One of the memorable interviews a classmate of mine did was on Frog, the manager of a car modification studio. It had a really great energy to it, and it balanced well sort of all the different moving parts, the interview itself, of course, the diegetic sounds of the location, the establishing and cutaway shots, as well as the music. It had just a really good balance between the character, information, and style. Next time I do one of these interview portraits, what I'll probably improve on is the audio setup. So not to have the microphone as a prop in the scene, which is how I did it. That was also for equipment reasons. But watching some of the other classmates' interviews, the hands-free approach really stylistically makes sense. You can have the microphone in some interviews, it works, but I didn't think it particularly worked for mine, which is something I'll try and incorporate better next time. My attitudes to vlogging have definitely changed. For one, I'm now much more comfortable hearing my own voice in recordings, which wasn't a barrier I expected to sort of get through. I also now, each vlog I make, have a better understanding of what the finished product will be before I even pick up a camera. And finally, I think a key creative learning experience I've had has been in the editing process. The freedom and the amount of options you have on Premiere and within the whole editing sort of phase itself has been really enjoyable to sort of use and to learn. It's been very productive and engaging. What about the whole course? Well, something I learned early on, which was sort of a light bulb moment, was the quote about media as a trigger for experiences and making things happen. That sort of idea that media can be both a product and a conduit has been really helpful in my study and something that stayed with me for the past 12 weeks maybe. I've also come to really appreciate the vlog assessments being sort of weekly as opposed to examinations or rote tests. It's been a really good way of learning and building up key skills that I'm going to keep using. In terms of something that I've read within the course readings, the whole discussion on the passion mindset versus the craftsman mindset, it's not something I readily agree with the author about, but to take it as a dialectic and find a common ground and synthesize my own views with the views presented by Cal Newport was also productive and engaging. What I found most challenging was probably balancing online learning with sort of the practical assessments. It's really easy learning online to just sort of check out. There's an easy way out, but I tried not to give in to those temptations. I think something I discovered about my developing creative practice is a sort of perfectionism and intricacy, which I didn't know I had. I used sort of deadlines as challenges, not in a procrastination sort of sense, but in a sense of, well, if I have the time to spare, I'll use it all up. So I was often spending a lot more time on vlogs in the middle of the semester than I should have, which I couldn't feasibly keep up coming into the assessment period. But I still tend to go over all the little details and try to improve everything. It's something that I'll hopefully continue doing in my journey as a media practitioner. Goodbye.